Have you had a bad chess tournament recently, or are you thinking about quitting chess? This is a video for you. We're gonna talk about this a little bit. We're gonna deep dive. It's first off completely normal. So if you're playing tournament chess, you might not realize this, but you're basically like a gladiator, right? Tournament players are the elite. Even if you're just playing at your local club in a rated tournament, they're tough, and everyone wants to win. Some people are coming from interstate, paying a lot of money, trying to win some money. So naturally, there's going to be some tournaments you don't do well. Poorly, in fact. These guys, everyone playing a tournament, if they're experienced, they're resilient as hell. These guys, they've lost many tournaments. They won tournaments too, and they're the toughest of the tough. They love their chess. They're practicing a lot, or they played for a lot of years. Maybe they've reached their level and they're just chilling there. They're happy, but that level's quite strong. They think they're good because I mean, why else would you pay $100 to go to a tournament in the middle of nowhere, maybe across a state, pay for a hotel for a chance to like win back your money? Like, yeah, you're doing this because you think you're good and you think you can gain rating, or maybe you're chasing titles, or maybe you do think you can win the money and you're a good player. So bad tournaments come. Okay, so how do we deal with these bad tournaments? First off, the worst thing you can do is quit. In my opinion, if you're thinking about quitting right now and you just don't want to play anymore, let's deep dive why. So one thing I found, and what a lot of people I believe, in my personal opinion, get wrong, is that they have chess and nothing else. And I think this is the worst way to do it, because losing a chess tournament when you've trained for a year or 2 years or 5 years, however long you've trained, you attach yourself to your rating, all of these things. When you lose, and especially if you make like a silly mistake or something, it's gut wrenching. Even if you have something else, it's still gut wrenching. So if you have nothing else, no other hobby, no other passion, it hurts even more. And in my opinion, it just increases the chance that you're going to quit a lot. Like, I can't imagine sometimes when I have a bad tournament, I'm like, what am I doing all this for? If I didn't have, like all the time I spent, you know, going to the gym, catching up with the missus, catching up with friends, like just playing sport. If I didn't have this, yeah, surely I probably would have quit by now, to be honest, because we want to find that easy path, and tournament chess is not the easy path. But why I think you should stick with it is it is so rewarding, and in a way, to be a tournament chess player, you're not you're not the average chess player. You're not the average human. You're a bloody machine. Like, let's be honest. Like, you're tough as nails. Like, especially like these guys that have played for over 20 years, coming to these tournaments, traveling, paying all this money, and then maybe you'll get 2 out of 6, and it's like spending a lot of your life. You're tough as nails. So the reason why I think you shouldn't quit and why tournament chess is amazing is just that feeling, like that long term satisfaction. Like, I just love it. I don't know how old you are, if you're an older person, a younger person, but it really does seep into everything you do in your daily life. If you keep showing up to tournaments, keep facing this resistance, keep having these hard results, but go back and do it again anyway, it just makes you like quit things less. It really does. Like, you can keep up habits. Like, man, I could never stick to the gym ever in my life. But after playing tournament chess, training so hard, like I remember my first tournament after 6 months of chess, I was like, oh yeah, give it a go. Go to the tournament, see how it goes. And I got crushed. It was like 2 out of 6 or something. I thought I was like so good. And then I was like, man, maybe I should quit. Like, I was like playing all these little kids, and they were picking their nose and like just crushing me, and like, what am I doing here on my weekend? Like, why not at the beach? And I said, no, like, I like chess. I want to get better. So I trained a whole year, just playing, just doing puzzles, training, like watching YouTube, usual stuff. Went back, year later. year and a half into my chess journey, and I just got crushed again. 2 out of 6, same result. And then like that point, I really did. That was a point. Like, man, what am I doing? I should quit this. Like, but then I'm glad I didn't. I pushed through that, and I played many tournaments since. I think my next tournament I won $500. So I don't know. Like, yeah, kind of weird how sometimes you do just get luck. And the way I like to think of it too is whenever you see this guy like that's going 6 out of 6 undefeated every tournament, well, not every tournament, like maybe he has a good tournament. For every tournament he's had many bad tournaments, many bad tournaments. And the way I like to think about these guys is I just picture like, oh, that's me in X amount of years, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. Hopefully I'm still playing chess by then. I'd like to keep it in my life. And, doesn't make sense that I can beat myself in 5 years' time. Clearly, they're better. They put in more time. They put in more work. Because chess is work. The more work you put in, the more good results you get. And these guys just worked harder. Simple as that. They worked harder. They worked harder for longer. I think getting stuck in the, not myth, but the myth of like, chess is all about talent. Like, sure, like, I mean, top players in the world, Magnus Carlsen, everything have talent, and all of these young kids have talent, but they're putting in countless hours of work, and that's all it is. Like, let those results fuel you. Like, if you're feeling down, like you had a bad result now, man, that's when I grind the most. Like, I blunder a maiden one, oh man, I'm doing maiden one for like weeks. Like, because I'm so frustrated. So use that fuel. Yeah, but number one, I'd say make sure you have something else in your life, some other hobby, some other sport, just to take off that edge, and it helps anyway. Like, if you look into, maybe I'll do another video on this, but if you're serious about tournaments and being a good tournament player, words, um, you know, physical sport helps your stamina anyway. Pretty much counts as chess training. So, and I don't know about you, but if I'm spending 10 hours a day doing chess, like going to the gym or kicking a soccer ball or something with a mate in between, it's more productive. Like, I mean, instead of just banging your head against a chess book for 10 hours, like, you can have breaks. Because the main goal, after all, is your goal as a tournament chess player is to keep improving at chess without rage quitting. It's as simple as that. You need to keep playing persistently for years without quitting. So that's why have something else in your life. Defeats don't hurt as much. And just think of yourself, whenever you lose to someone, just remember that they're trying their hardest to improve like you. If you verse the same player and you can just never beat them, it's not that you're not getting better. They're improving as well. So just because you can't beat them and they keep staying one step ahead of you, they're probably improving a lot. But just because they're improving a lot, again, it's like, that's you in 2 years' time. If they keep working, it's very hard to catch them. But it doesn't mean you can't beat the other guy who's maybe you from a year ago. He's, he hasn't done all the things you've done. He hasn't worked on his end games. He hasn't done as many tactics. You're starting to notice things you didn't notice a year ago. Maybe you did a little bit of opening work. Maybe a year ago you were like, what's D4, man? What do I do? D4 resign. You're just going to be so happy. You're going to be so happy if you just stick at it, keep going. Just, you want this long term, right? So make it enjoyable. Like, man, I can't spend 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, booking, head in a chess book. Like, I spend a lot of time on chess, but I don't need to get to my ceiling within 2 years and give up that entire part of my life. I don't want to give up that time, like with the missus, with mates, but I do want to get there. So it's all about that persistence. You just keep chess in your life and enjoy the process, like don't make it miserable. You're gonna be doing this for years. Like, if you're gonna be doing this for years and you're hating it, man, it's no fun. Make it fun. The more fun you make it, the more likely you're to not to rage quit, the more likely you're to do it. Because if you quit, you're never gonna get there anyway. So don't make something, we've all tried diets where you just try perfect, like, oh, this is the exact amount of celery I need to eat. calories, and then you end up quitting it, right? It's just like chess. Oh, I need to do exactly this spaced repetition this week every time, or I'm not gonna catch this prodigy who got to like 2000 in 2 years, like, and I'm like a couple hundred points behind. Who cares? Like, like it's a race, but it's definitely not a sprint. Chess isn't a sprint. Like, yeah, you want to get good quick, but don't trade your life. It's not worth it. You'll burn out. You'll rage quit. But doesn't mean don't work hard. Work hard. Work hard, but have some sort of balance. Fun balance in your life. Could have, chess is a bit of it's a bit of a mistress. It's like, got to keep her happy, but don't don't sacrifice everything else. Third point really is all about. I'm sure some of you read the book like Atomic Habits or something like this, and chess is all about that. Just building little habits every week, and just doing this for years. And it's really that simple. Just build habits that you can do on your worst days. Just keep doing them. Just keep doing them. It's that simple. Don't build habits that are just you hate, and trust yourself. So really, I teach hundreds of kids how to play chess every week, and most chess coaches, they struggle to improve their own chess because they're teaching so much chess. But I find just trusting yourself, do I feel like playing chess today? No, don't play chess. And the next day, man, I'm really feeling it today. Do 6 hours. Like, go to town. You don't need a set schedule. Like, yeah, for not feeling it one day, I might just do 3 puzzles, maybe a puzzle rush, leave it. Not gonna force myself to keep going. Next day, man, I really feel like learning that Shanklin 600 lines of the Semi-Slav today. Do it. If you're feeling it, go for it. Don't do that when you're not feeling it. You're just gonna increase your chance of quitting. You're gonna increase your chance of burnout. It's that simple. Just enjoy the process. Trust your body. Trust your own feelings. If you're miserable, don't keep doing it. Like, you'll get there. You're gonna get there. Just trust yourself and follow your body, and like, it feels amazing, man, when you trust your body and how you feel about chess and don't force yourself to do chess. Your passion, it's all about your passion. If you force yourself to keep doing stuff, it just dies. It just dies. It really does. Like, I love my chess. I love playing chess, love talking about chess, love teaching chess. And yeah, just don't force it, Don't force it. Motivation and passion. Motivation and passion. So if you're struggling, thinking about quitting, bad tournament, or maybe you're a chess coach like myself and you're struggling, like, man, I just really don't feel it. There's no other way around it besides 2 things. So one is take a short break, and I don't mean a long break. Take a week off, because you're not actually like losing a week. You're really not, because when you take that week off, I mean, I don't know if you remember how, like, when you first started learning chess, man, could do 50 hours of YouTube a week, no worries. Like, like, that passion was burning, really burning, and you could just go for days, just go for your life. You could learn everything. But like, once you're playing for a while, like, that drive, that passion, maybe it simmers a little bit. So very important, take a break if you need it. You'll come back hopefully refreshed, and you'll put in double the hours anyway. So you're not losing the time. You're not losing it. Number 2, so if taking a break didn't work, this is something I've done consistently for probably the past 3 years or so of my chess journey, and this is why I think I'm able to teach a lot of chess per week and improve myself, like, still try and do my own chess. And the way I think of it is, if you're not feeling it, you really need to up your passion or your motivation. So remember what got you passionate about it in the first place. Like if it was Queen's Gambit, go back and watch Queen's Gambit. I've done it like 5 times. Like I'm having a bad week, bad tournament, go back and watch it. Playing with your friends at a cafe, just go and play some Blitz. You know, don't be like, oh, I can't do Blitz. That won't help me chess much. No, keep your passion alive. Keep that fire burning, because if that fire goes out, you just quit. And the more that passion burns bright, that fire burns bright, the more chess you're going to do, because it's easy. Like chess is hard work, but if you're passionate and your fire's burning, it doesn't feel like hard work. So you can do 40 hours in a week, no worries. So definitely up your passion, whatever it takes. Like for me, yeah, like I said, like sometimes I'll rewatch Queen's Gambit, sometimes just listen to a podcast about, like, really shout out to podcast I like called Chess Journeys. So it's all just not sponsored or anything, but just, you know, adult chess improvers and from all walks of life, and they talk about their rating gains, good or bad, how they got there, and usually they're pretty passionate, you know, like just talking to chess players, man. Some of the most incredible people I've ever met. They're so passionate, like so many are like business entrepreneurs, starting their own companies, like doctors, lawyers, like just start chatting to those guys, like start making friends, like I mean, and motivation, like yeah, I mean, motivation for me, how do I pump my motivation up? For me, it's the gym. It really is like the gym, getting that confidence. You know, listening to just upbeat music, like even like motivational kind of songs and things like this. Like not so much speeches, but like a remixed like speech and like some sort of dubstep or something. Just gets me going, you know, gets me hyped up, and then I'll come back and I'll dig into that Shankland course that I hate, because I'm not an openings guy. So for me, like doing openings is like the passion killer. So just I know this, so I know myself. So learn what you hate doing, and don't force yourself to do it until you're motivated. So do it on those days where you've listened to that podcast or watched that chess movie, whatever's pumped you up. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna get that rating goal or that title or that. Maybe you don't even care about ratings or titles. You want to beat your mate. Just use that. Really motivate yourself up. And on those days when you're feeling motivated, that's when you do the hard work. And those days is when you don't stop yourself. Like you've done 8 hours of chess, you forgot to eat. Who cares? Like it's not every day. Like if you're really feeling it and you're able to do the chess, the hard stuff you don't like doing, just keep going. Just keep doing it, Yeah, don't stop on the days you're motivated or passionate. Keep that fire burning. Just hang around good people. Like don't hang around people dragging you down. There's so many. You meet friends for life in chess, so maybe you struggle a bit socially or something like this, and it's been hard to make friends, but or maybe you just haven't clicked with people. Like, I was a carpenter working in the trades and just found I didn't fit in. It's a different guy. I like board games and nerdy stuff. So it wasn't until I found chess that I really really found my people, and yeah, just a good community. So there's so many reasons to stay in chess, but just if it's not working for you the way you're doing it now, just tweak a few things. Just tweak a few things. It's really about perseverance and sticking it to the long term. I hope you do keep going. I hope you keep grinding. I'll be right there with you. I'm still grinding myself. I genuinely am the happiest I've ever been in my life, and I am loving chess. And when you love your work and you love what you do, it just seeps into every part of your life. And when hard times come, and they do, like the resilience you get from being a chess tournament player is like no other life skills. So whether you're an adult watching this, or maybe if maybe a kid's having a hard time, he's clicked on this video, just whatever age you are, just know that these skills will help you a lot in life. Or maybe you've already lived a long life and you've used those skills, and that's why you're a good tournament player, because you've been through some times. And just keep chess in your life. The reason why I got into chess is, like, but when I'm old and in the nursing home, I don't want to be on crosswords and Scrabble. I want to be playing chess with me buds. I think that'd be pretty cool. I know you got to keep your mind stimulated and stuff. That's one of the reasons. Competition as well. It's getting a bit too old for rugby league, so had to find something kind of competitive. And I think chess is it. I think I want to keep chess in my life for a long time. Hopefully, you keep grinding. I'll be right there with you. Just remember, don't sprint. It's a jog. Just you're gonna, yeah. I think it's more fun to jog there. If you jog there, you're gonna have your life as well. Don't. I mean, I know there's all these kid prodigies and everything, and maybe they're having a good time. I don't know, but I wouldn't want to trade 5 or 10 years of my life for that. But maybe the end reward would be good. And maybe they're just genuinely hyper focused. They're loving it. So I hope, yeah, I hope that is the case, and I hope. I mean, it seems like they're having fun. So, but for me, I just can't do that. I don't know. I couldn't just do 12 hours a day of chess 10 years straight, especially as a kid. Like, I mean, that's some of the best times of your life. So, um, do a lot of chess, but have a bit of a life too. You can have a bit of a life, still get really good at chess. Just keep it for long term. Hoping I covered everything. So, don't quit. Keep going. Find a way to grind chess that works for you. Up your passion, up your motivation, so you can keep going. If you're not feeling it, just don't do it that day. If you're feeling it, just go crazy. Like, just forget everything else and just chess, 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 chess. No worries. You know, don't quit. You got this.